What's going on, Charles Botensten here, and it is Friday, 6:32 p.m., and we're going to be talking about micro wins, okay? So micro wins are things that aren't really talked about that much. People see the macro win. The macro win is winning the championship. The micro win is winning every single day on your way to the championship. That means waking up, eating right, exercising, stretching out, not getting sick, not getting tired, understanding the physics of mobility if you're an athlete. Everyone sees you as the valedictorian, but they don't know any of the work that goes into it. And essentially, there's an amazing science that's out there, and it's about the micro wins. And when you do micro wins, they already have the science about lobsters, is that when a lobster loses in a fight, and obviously this is courtesy of Jordan Peterson, when a lobster loses in a fight, they actually shrink up and they get smaller. Okay, they actually physically get smaller. The chemicals that run through the winner's body is completely different. Literally look at that on a mass scale. Imagine that on a mass scale for you and me, because I'll give you the example. I was just reviewing a board package with one of the agents, and what's up, Erwin? And essentially, we're reviewing the board package, and the girl goes, you know, what was your story and everything? So I started telling her that I was working at a small firm, then I went to a big firm, and then I started my own firm and things like that. And she said, you know, what do you give that success to? And I was thinking about it, and I said, you know what? I used to be obsessed with the little things. And two people, Peter Diamandis and Tony Robbins, brought up, hey, what's up, Chris? Peter Diamandis and Tony Robbins both brought it up, and they said their time is so precious right now. They're in their 50s. They're probably 30 years older than you, 40 years older than you, 60s for Peter Diamandis. They know that time is the only valuable resource. Go to The Rock's Instagram. He literally said that is in 1 minute. Watch his last video. It's a very good motivational video. He has 100 million followers, and that has to be one of his best videos that he's ever put out. What is a micro win? A micro win, actually, I'll give you the micro loss. A micro loss, what I used to do back in the day when I was at a small company, was I would drink too much. I would buy a six-pack pretty much every night, watch really shitty TV that was drama and whatever on Bravo, with my roommate. By the way, he did the same thing. So obviously who you surround yourself. Never went to the gym, played hockey every once in a while. The girls that I was dating, not that high caliber at all. But the thing is, what I was noticing was that I was stringing together micro losses. Micro losses. Why would I go and buy a six-pack? And I understand we all win and we all lose and we do small little things. But the micro wins, you have to celebrate. Brian Johnson has brought it up multiple times. I've already talked about him God knows how many times. Someone that actually strings together, here's the best example. I brought on this videographer. I had no idea how I was going to pay for it. I brought him on as a retainer, very expensive. He does incredible work, and we've gotten a little bit better. Pretty much every single video, but the last video we put out got incredible feedback. People absolutely loved what we put out. So I was like, I wonder what that was. You know, like what did we put out? What was so different? So then I started thinking about it a little further, and then sure enough, what I thought about is that when I got more comfortable, the micro wins of taking bigger chances and being a little bit more of a renegade was fine with me. So then I said, okay, it was a little bit fine with me. And to layer that on top of it was when the camera was not filming me, I was walking down the Upper East Side today, and I was like, I feel so comfortable right now. I went out Wednesday night way too late. I went out last night way too late. I should be exhausted. I am tired. Exhausted. I ate like crap yesterday. I drank too much the last 2 nights. I still went to the gym. I didn't wake up too early today because I was like 5 hours. But I strung so many micro wins together that getting back into the game is a lot easier. Getting back into the game is, you know what? I ate like shit. I drank way too much. I didn't get that much sleep. Getting back into the game is waking up on time, eating amazing, and doing the things that I need to do to get the ball rolling again a little bit further. This is a hiccup. I don't beat myself up. I don't say, oh my God, I can't believe that. I just said, you know what? All the micro wins leading up to this Small ones, waking up, not snoozing the alarm. Micro wins, small things. Getting your shit together before you wake up in the morning. So it's all together. Those are small wins layered together. And this is really what it comes down to. The entire crux of this video, and this is all I want you guys to take away, is something that I heard, and I don't know who said it, but they said, when you start trusting yourself, you start believing in yourself. That was actually a really good quote. That wasn't what they said, but it was along those lines. Once you start trusting yourself, when you say you're gonna do something and you actually do it, you start having confidence, you start believing in yourself. That is confidence. When you say, I'm waking up in the morning, and guess what you do? You wake up in the morning. In other words, you wake up at the right time. You say you're gonna go to the gym, you actually go to the gym. You say you're gonna make sales calls or you're gonna reach a goal, as long as you put in the effort, that's the micro win. That is the confidence, because you're training your brain. You're actually making your brain, the circuitry wired together, saying, guess who I am? I'm a man of action. I'll give you this last thing. Tony Robbins talked about this, and he said, highly recommend going to one of his events. They're very expensive. They're coming to New York. He's coming to New York, or New Jersey area. It's New York. In November, highly recommend if anyone's there. I know Irwin's here in New York City. But I could tell you right now, one thing that he said at the first event in 2009 that completely flipped my thinking upside down. I was in a very fixed mindset, very not the best place. This guy gets up there and he said, oh, I've been thinking of suicide and things like that. And, you know, honestly, anyone that does, that's nothing new. You know, it's really, where do you go with it when that happens? So the guy gets up there and he starts telling his story, and he says, you know, I'm just not that kind of guy. And he's talking about going to the gym and health and things like that. And Tony said, oh yeah? Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you you're not that person? When that hit, I said, holy shit. Who told you? Who told you that you are that type of person? Any type of person. A negative person, insecure, fat, overweight, stupid, dumb, lazy. Who told you that? Who told you that? Who made you believe that you are that person? Okay? When someone says, you know, I was listening to Ryan Serhant talk, and Ryan Serhant is on that $1 Million Listening show, and he's talking about he really wanted to get into new development. Ryan's really not that good at teaching. He's just really not that good at teaching. However, one thing he did say, he said, I was getting into new development, and he said, you know what? I became that person. I said, I am now in new development. He had nothing. He had no new developments. And it's the same thing with something that I want to do. Say, you know, looking at what I want to build here. I was talking with an agent. I would love to recruit her. She's freaking awesome. She's a rock star. And we were talking, and in her mind, she said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And Tony Robbins has said that. He said, it happens in a moment. You know what? I'm done. No more smoking. No more going out. I actually contemplated that this morning, when I was so hungover and tired, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, is this really what I want to do? Do I really want to be tired and hungover and whatever? You know, do I want to give up drinking? I've been literally contemplating doing that, you know, giving up drinking, you know? So what are your goals? Please leave in the comments below. Seriously, we need to hold you accountable. I know Irwin's here. I know Chris is here. Miss Riviera, I know you're here. Leave what you want to do. For me, I'll give you mine. I'm looking at it. I look at it every single day. I visualize it as well. I visualize actually really into the future, 15 years into the future. But this is what I'm thinking about. 60 million in listings. That's what I want to do. $60 million in listings. And that is what I'm gonna do. I'm going Facebook Live every single weekday to hold me accountable, because I have no one that is accountable. All right? Yeah, that is my favorite thing. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Because you're gonna hear me before I actually make the call, who I'm calling, how often I'm calling. You know, you're gonna hear the post, and you're gonna hear during it, but it's gonna hold me accountable. Okay, so you say, Charles, why didn't you make your calls today? You're gonna hear me on the phones. You're gonna know how many I do. An accountability partner is literally, it's like birthing a child, and now you're like, oh shit, I need to actually make some money. One of my agents, he just had a kid. I saw him at the kid was getting circumcised. That's what they do in the Jewish world. And he walks up to me. He's like, well, now I got responsibility. I'm like, you got a lot of responsibility now. Now it's time to kick it in ass, kick it in gear. What do you need in your life? For me, I know it's accountability. So what do you want to accomplish in this year of yes? This year of yes, yes, yes. We're all going to be dead soon. I don't want to say it, but that's what I think about. I'm like, I want to make as much of an impact as quickly as I can. And this is the last thing I'll leave you on, because I know it's 11 minutes. I appreciate everyone that's tuned in, 6:43 p.m. on a Friday. And I'm out with this guy. I'm probably going to do some marketing business with him. He does promotional items like postcards and shirts and hats and things like that. So I was meeting with him. He actually found me, Mark, through this. He might actually watch this video. He found me, hit me up, and he said, love to do business. That was 2 years ago. We met today. And I forgot what I was going to say with that. But essentially, it was good. It was good. Whatever. I'll think of it another time, and I'll make a video about it. The year of yes. The year of yes. It's this year. It's this year. So leave your comments below. And the accountability for you is not me. It's someone you're dating. So enjoy your weekend. Love you guys. And tune in on Tuesday for live calls with Charles. It's going to be fun.